fond of you. I sent you a very well-crafted message 3 weeks ago. And today, out of the blue, you hit me up asking if you want to grab dinner. What changed?
I didn't feel like being alone. Not tonight.
You turned to tender. So what happens tonight?
Did you think we were gonna have sex?
Look at No. I thought we were gonna hang out. Maybe get to know each other.
Failed to execute a turn signal back there. Go ahead and ask you to step out of the vehicle for me.
Could you please hurry up?
What did you say?
It's just cold.
Get on the ground! Keep your hands where I can see
Why is he under arrest?
Get back
What
in
is
the
your
car.
badge number?
Chill, just chill!
I'm reaching for my cell phone! Now let's go.
Whether you're a brother or whether you're a mother, you stay
Cop
in the
killers! Cop killers!
It was self-defense.
We in the Black Bonnie and Clyde.
In the city breaking and everybody shaking up a
How you
stone.
gonna outrun the police?
We don't have to outrun them. We just have to make sure they don't know where we are.
This here's Kentucky, my friend.
There's a war going on out there, and you welcome this into our home. Is this y'all?
Y'all really gave us something to believe in. We needed that for real.
Let them go!
They got new Black Panthers? Power to the people.
All we can do is go forward. There is nothing back there for us. Let's just keep going.
What if God wanted me to die and I messed up his plan?
I don't think that's what he wanted.
How you know?
I just think you were meant to be here. I'm scared.
It's alright. I'll be brave enough for the both of us. I'm taking you dancing. Let's go.
You're willing to risk getting caught so we can dance?
Hell yeah.
Don't worry, you're safe here.
I just want to let you know that I'm okay and that I love you.
I want a guy to show me myself. I want him to love me so deeply. I'm not afraid to show him how ugly I can be. Thank you for bringing us this far. Thank you for this journey.
Police!
No matter how it ends. What do you want?
I want to ride or die.
Can I be your legacy?
You already are.
All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, let me start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Father, Ha'aba, Abanawa, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Call Halayim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Wa Chabad, Wa Hadar, for giving me the Ruchak Kodash to come back and do another video. Well, hopefully something that could be edification, ammunition, exhortation, or just watching until the end. Alright, it's your brother Sharayat, and as you can see, there's a movie coming out, a film that Esau has put out. It's set to release, I believe, November 27th, and it's right on time. This video is actually going to be a race war prophecy update to the video I did previously. If you haven't seen, you should go check it out and come back and watch this video real quick. So this is not going to be too long, too drawn out, but as I said, Esau has a film coming out. It's pretty much covering race wars, martial law, and their set out plot against, you Jakes, okay, us Jakes, and the house of Israel, the house of Jacob, and this film basically it brings the prophecies to life, So the film is set to release November 27th, and as you can see in the film, on the trailer, it starts off with, ironically, the female saying that she's trying to play the man like he's not valuable or anything, and we know that's prophecy. It tells us in the book of Isaiah that the Most High said he's going to make a man more fine than gold, and when this all hell break loose, she ironically said, well, he said, well, I sent you a well put together message. This is besides the point, but it's a perfect segue to get into the point. So he said, I sent you a perfect setup. He was like, the message, I text you, in other words, and he was like, what changed tonight? She said, I didn't want to be alone. So that's kind of, for that to be a part, they kind of hitting at that prophecy as well, because that's when the Isaiah 4:1 will take pass, and the Most High will make a man more fine than gold during those days when martial law is kicked off. you know, and they activate the King Alfred plan, which is what this film is going into. Is going into, you know, insurrection. You know, and the insurrection, if you look it up, it just means a violent, like uprising against, you know, civil authority or power or the government. I want to get to the scripture really quick, and then we're going to go ahead and get into it. Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of an Ophir. So, once again, Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than gold. Slaki, I will make, Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So, your mind will be changed when that time comes. And they kind of hinted at that in the film, in the trailer. So we're going to go ahead and go to 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse, we'll start at verse 68. All right. Second Ezra chapter 16. We'll start at 68. For behold, 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 68. For behold, the burning of wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you. Now, that's when these doors get kicked down and they start rounding people up, those FEMA troopers. Okay? Keep going. It says, and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. So they're gonna torture. There's gonna be a lot of torture going on. You know, this will be the real Holocaust. Okay? Jacob's trouble. This will be the real Holocaust. Alright. It says 69, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach, and trodden underfoot. So it's people that's gonna give in, you know, be broken during these times. Verse 70, for there shall be in every place and in the cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So basically, Esau knows these scriptures and these prophecies got to come to pass, and that's what you will see. There's gonna be insurrection. That's basically what this film is about. Okay, it's about exactly what we read, and insurrection. You know, it starts. They're going into things like, okay, the cop. He does what they do now. Esau does what he do now. Just throw around his authority. You know, continue to have his sins reach up to the heavens, and you know, basically persecute a man for a word, as the scriptures say. I believe in Isaiah chapter 29, and it says pretty much in the films they get tired of it. It all gonna come to an end. And that's written. We are the Most High's battle axe. Like I said, well, we already broke this down. We went over this in the previous video. This is an update. So this film is going into these prophecies, man. And the Most High bringing this out to show us, which we're going to get into. So it says, verse 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. You seen it? They're going through the houses, kicking the houses down with assault rifles. They looking for whoever they're looking for. Jake's on the run. It's insurrection in the city. They standing up for so-called Queen and Slim, you know, for rights. But the Jake was driving in the car. He's telling them, you know, with the braids or plates, if you will, you finally gave us something to believe in. The other Jake, power to the people. You know, they call them Bonnie and Clyde, etc. You know, it's insurrection. That's all insurrection. Jake, Judah finally being roused up. Now, the actor and the actress, I think his name is Daniel Ugala or something like that. His parents actually, he was born in Britain, you know, the UK, but his parents actually from Uganda. And I don't know if Uganda is trying to claim ties to the Igbo, but I believe he might be a Hamite. Nevertheless, the queen, who I believe her name is Jodie Jody something Smith, she's a Benjamite. She was born in, ironically, the UK as well, but her parents, or her family's from Jamaica, so she would be a Benjamite. And she done married with an Edomite man. It's crazy, man. So this whole this everything about this film is spiritual. It says, but they, verse 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoil and destroy those that fear the Lord. Verse 72, for they shall waste and take away their goods, and cast them out of their houses. You know, and during that time, we go ahead and get this. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Now they not going in to show the movie is about, or they try to make the movie about what just, you know, Queen and Slim, you know, some so-called Jakes, if you will. What is the sister? She spirit bear witness. She might be a Jake. She's a Jake. Yo, she's a Jake. And I don't know. My spirit's not really bearing witness with the other guy. You know, Daniel. But he might. I don't know. You know, gotta fill it out a little bit. I haven't seen too much of them besides Get Out. And yeah. So they not showing that the insurrection is gonna happen because, you know, these prophecies playing out because we're the Israelites, and these prophecies are actually dealing with, you know, the elect and the 2/3 that must be done off. You know, so they twisting it, and we're gonna get into that. It says, verse 74, end it right here and move on. Hear, O ye, my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Okay, so those are the days of trouble, and that's what this film is actually about. It's about these days of trouble that's about to happen. Race wars. You see, they went into the Edomite house, and she actually said, you know, it's a war going on out there. You know, we're gonna let them in our house. You're not gonna see that. Then it goes into how Jake is still lost in the world because at the end, you know, well, we'll keep going. So let's get a few more scriptures really quick, John, because I want to make this video short. John 19, I said John 19, Salakia. Job chapter 19, verse 12. This is to help prove a point for edification. And I'll tell you why I'm saying that after I read this. Job chapter 19, verse 12. His troops come together and raise up their way against me and encamp around about my tabernacle. From the top again, Job chapter 19, verse 12. His troops come together and raise up their way against me and encamp round about my tabernacle. So his troops. So this actually is talking about the Most High's angels, but in a sense, if you keep going, Job is actually, like in the next verse, it says, he has put my brethren far from me, and my acquaintance are verily estranged from me. Job represents the elect, and everything the elect will go through. So this is kind of going into the curses. You know, he has put my brethren far from me. Those curses, I shall be evil to your brother. You know, Jacob, you know, this a falling away. We discontinuing from our heritage, you know, and just, you know, the scattering and everything. So for edification's sake, you know, this is speaking to everything the elect will go through. So his troops come together. Look, the scriptures are manifold, and the scriptures actually tell you that. It says his troops come together and raise up their way against me and encamp around about my tabernacle. So those troops is going to be like those FEMA camp troops. They're going to come together and they're going to round us up. They say they raise up their way against me. Whatever they're going to want to do, you know what I'm saying? And camp around about my tabernacle. What was his tabernacle be? That's where the place he's dwelling at, you know? You know, his tent is the other word they got here for it. So that's actually talking about the angels, because this was a spiritual thing, but Job represents the elect. It's manifold, okay? So it says, we're going to go ahead and go to Ecclesiastes 3, and we'll start at verse 1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So these race wars, it's time to happen. It's time for these race wars to kick off. You know, the purpose for this movie is to invoke that, put that spirit out here. It's engineering. You know, it's engineering. It's manipulating people to they're putting this spirit out here, man. Esau understand these things. They are masters at what they do. You know, you have kept a people in in subjection to you for over 500 years, man. So you have to be masterful. But anyway, it says to everything, and that's what he's doing with this movie. It shows his mastery. He understands these scriptures, who we are, who you are. He understands that. He understands who you are, man. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill, and a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up. So this killing will be going on through these race wars. There's going to be a time for that, you know. It's going to be a time to heal. That will be our healing. That will be the recompense. How do you cleanse the land from? How do you cleanse blood from a land? By spilling the blood of the person who spilled the blood. So Esau's about to spill a lot of blood, and with as well as with all these other heathen nations. Okay, so we'll keep going. It says a time to break down. We're going to break down this society. We're going to break down this stronghold of which is actually, we're still mentally enslaved. You know, he said he was going to put a yoke of iron around our neck until we be destroyed. But yet a genocide hasn't happened. So we must already be destroyed. It's mentally. You get the head and the body shall follow. So you messed up in the head, they got you physically already. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the proper foods to eat, etc. But that's going left. This is about this race wars that's getting ready to come, man. And the time to build up. So we will be built up into that battle axe to beat in pieces these nations. Okay? A time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn, a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. That will be the race wars, man. Ain't gonna be no more can we all just get along, Rodney King. Won't be no more of that. It's gonna be a time to refrain from embracing. About ours, man. This self-preservation. These Edomites is about to lose it. These nations is about to lose it. Really, these Edomites, man, because they've been lied to by these elites. They cannot make America great again. It's not happening. And they showing you Jake is finna take over by putting the film out like this. Jake finally gets fed up to where they're gonna let you know that, because and put out in the film, he instead of him getting shot, he takes the gun and shoot, and then this awaken his people. It arouses them. It rouses them up. Salaki, it rouses them up. That Genesis chapter 49. Judah is like an old lion. Who shall rouse him up? It's gonna be the Most High. He doing it. He trying to invoke that through Esau, invoking that on us. Esau want this to happen. You know, for evil, not to bring his kingdom down though. It says a time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rend and a time to sow. A time to keep silence and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. All right, so peace is out the gate. It's not, in order to gain peace, we got to be war. So it's a time for war, and that's the time we at. Okay, it says we're gonna go ahead and go to Isaiah chapter 42, verse 9, and Esau know what time it is. That's why this movie is perfectly on time. Okay, and this is the Most High making this movie come out, and you're gonna see why right here. Isaiah chapter 42, verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. Okay, this is him. So the former things are come to pass. So everything he said was going to happen, right? And he said, new things do I declare. So he's declaring to this day the new things that hasn't happened yet that will happen. How he's doing it through these films. He's doing it through Esau. He's doing it through his prophets. Because we get it, the prophets get it, and they break it down. Okay? His men get it, and we break it down. We put it in front of you. You know? We simplify, I should say. He puts it in front of you, and he reveals it to his prophets. As I tell you in Amos chapter 3, verse 7, we'll get that. It says, behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. So this is you won't be able to say you didn't see this coming. Esau's putting this film out here, and the Most High is using Esau to do it, and we're gonna prove that the Most High put truth in these movies, man, in these films. This is basically it's a cheat sheet, because you seeing what's gonna happen before it happened. You know. Straight up. So it says, he want this war to happen. I'm going to read verse 13. The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yeah, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. Once again, Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He's pissed. He's ready for this. He ready to get his people out of here, man. He don't care about these nations. He loved Jake so much. He's gonna kill the 2/3 just to make them right, just to save them, ultimately. I'll kill you just to save you. Because you suffering. Let's think the scriptures say that. Basically, the ending of the thing is the best. It's another scripture that say that too. Like it's better for a man, like if he dead. Some accord those. I'm sure brothers know what I'm talking about. So it's a few scriptures that speak on that, man. And okay, let's go ahead and get to these next ones real quick, and we're going to wrap this up. Hope it's edifying. Most High willing. Y'all shall willing. Isaiah chapter 29, proving that he make these films come out for the edification. You know, before they spring forth, I tell you of them. We're gonna prove that. Isaiah 29 verse 15. It says, "Woe unto them that seek that deep. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us?" Because really, Esau is the Lord's sword, right? And he the wicked. That's what he's been elected to do. That's his lot. So Esau really want to invoke this because he want to destroy. He wants to destroy us. That's really what he want to do. So he puts out these films in twisted ways. So that's why it's a lot of bones. You know, we try to get to the meat, but it's a lot of bones. So you really got to pick through a lot of bones just to get some meat from Esau. And that's ultimately what they do when they come up on these, you know, at these casting, when they doing these screenplays, man. It says, "Woe unto them that seek deep. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in the dark." They don't tell us when they make these films. They just come out with a film that speak to everything in prophecy. But yet it's twisted. It's not. They didn't make a film about the Israelites who's been oppressed and, you know. But for those that know, the hopeful elect, those whose eyes have been opened by the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, they see. You know what I'm saying? So it's not in the dark to us. And they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? Not knowing. He said, we are the light to the Gentiles. We the light. You know what I'm saying? We just the light of the earth, period, man. We the real Illuminati, like brothers be bringing out. Y'all not the damn Illuminati. Y'all not no Illuminati, man. Y'all hold no light. It's complete darkness. Y'all okay, the things on the left-hand side is y'all enlightened to. But y'all don't understand nothing ultimately, man. The right-hand side is way stronger. It controls both. Read the book of Tobit. Okay? It says, surely, verse 16. Surely so they think we're not gonna be able to pick through the bones and know that Brightburn is about us. Book of Eli is about us. The Matrix is about us. A so-called Judite woman. Stop doing the thing with my hands. People be talking about, oh, look at this. No, not at all. Anyway, the Matrix. The Matrix is about us. The woman, it was a sister that made that movie that wrote that. All praises Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. The whole trilogy of the Matrix. Her name is what's her name? Her name is something Stewart. You could look it up. Her name is something Stewart. I think her last name is Stewart. What is her first name? I forget. But yeah, look it up, man. I'm not making this up. Say Will Smith was supposed to play Neo. But we know that even with it being Neo. You know what I'm saying? Keanu Reeves or whatever. Now, what else? Because this is going longer than I thought it would. A bunch of films, man. You really can't see we can't match this back to the scriptures? That's what you really think, Esau? Come on, man. It says surely 16, verse 16, Isaiah 29 and 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. So them doing that, we just saying the Most High doing it. Why? Because the Most High is everything. The Most High, like some brothers brought this out. The Most High is a supplanter. He's a supplanter himself, right? He's supplanting people out of not making it hard on themselves. He's supplanting Israelites out of their own kingdom, just so it can go the way he wanted to go. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. So y'all making this twisted film. Y'all making this twisted film is ultimately how I understand it to be, because it's stumbling blocks the Most High set off so the 2/3 can be done off with. They simple. All you simple ones, how long will you love simplicity? They say if it's a so-called little Edomite boy playing Brandon Breyer and Brightburn, the film could never be about some Israelites awakening and etc. You know what I'm saying? It would never click that Neo is about you. Dragon Ball Z is about you. Everything about you, man. Everything is about the Israelites. The Saiyan race. Come on, man. The galaxy's strongest fighters. Superman. The Kryptonians. Come on. It's about us. And Yahweh and us, man. Everything. It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. That's prophecy. For shall the work say of him, we was going to catch on. You didn't know. Who shall see you? His men, he see you. We're candles. With the spirit of man is the Lord's candle. We bring light, Okay? It says, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Surely your turn of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work of say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he have no understanding? So one more time, Isaiah 29 verse 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? If he made you and you doing certain things, can you really say he didn't make you do this? Come on, man. It says, or shall the things framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? He know what he doing. It's perfect. I don't need to see a little Jake, to understand that film is about me and my people. All right, Yahweh Shah, the Lord. I don't need to see that. Y'all the simpletons. Amos chapter 3 verse 7. All right, so he showed he bring these things forth, and before he declare them, new things he declared before they spring forth. He tells you of them. How? I'll show you how. Amos chapter 3, verse 7. We got a few more scriptures. We're going to wrap this thing up. Hopefully it's been edifying, man. These race wars are coming. That's what this film is about, man. It's not even out. I'm basically doing a review on it like it's out by the Spirit. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. It says, Salaki. Amos 3 and 7. It says, surely Yahweh, I'll just read it as is. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophet. Surely Yahweh Allah will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servant. His servants, the prophets. So that's how he do it. That's how he declared. So old things are come to pass. New things he declared before they spring forth. He tell you of them by movies, and then with the movies they're twisted because Esau got bones in them. You got to pick the meat from the bones, and he revealed the secret. What is the secret? These things that we're breaking down right now, these scriptures, these understandings, he revealed to the prophets, and the prophets bring them forth to you. So it says, I praise the Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. It says, we're going to go ahead and go to Luke chapter 1, verse 70. Bag it up real quick. So-called New Testament. All right. Which it is. So it's all right. It says, as he spake by Luke chapter 1, verse 70, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. So he speaks by the mouth of his holy prophets. So it ain't even men you're seeing speak. It's really the Most High. Because these things are being brought out. These things are being brought out through the Spirit. And the Most High is the Spirit. And those that worship him must do so in truth and in his spirit. Tell you that in John chapter 4, verse 24. So it says, yeah. And we got a couple more. Isaiah 29 and 10. Okay. Because these race wars are so, you're getting it here first. These race wars are coming, man, and it's inevitable. They're coming, man. This is an update to the race wars, martial law, King Alfred Plan, Rex 84, aka the King Alfred Plan. You know, this it's an insurrection. Making a man more fine than gold. All of that, man. Rousing up Judah. Isaiah 29. And it is ultimately of the Most High. Because he creates the darkness and makes the peace. He makes the evil. Okay? Alright, 29 and... what is it that one? 29 and 10. For Yahweh hath poured upon... Isaiah 29 and verse 10. For Yahweh hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes, the prophets and your rulers. The seers hath he covered. So one more time, Isaiah 29 and 10. For Yahweh hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep. So we telling you these things, you probably still not going to get it. These 2/3 is not going to get it, man. They're not going to get it. This is impossible. Let him that be unjust still. So it says, for the Lord hath poured upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers hath he covered. So you don't even see who he truly set up. That don't want your money. Just want you to sincerely know this, man. I don't even want your time. We just want you to know this. But prophecies must come to pass. These 2/3 slots gotta be filled. Lord willing, you know, us doing believing, having the faith, you know, keeping the commands, you know, watching until the end, you know, etc. We fill the slots of the 144,000 and the 1/3. So that's that, man. So it's a spirit of deep sleep. That's why you can't see it, because he poured upon you the 2/3 of spirit of deep sleep. Even if you watch it and you can't get it, you got the spirit of deep sleep on you. Your eyes have been closed, and the prophets and the rulers and the seers have you covered. The seers want to see the visions, you know. So you got people right in front of you that's not charged you to get on their site and all this other crap, you know. We just, you know, freely we have received, freely we given. So this movie, Queen and Slim, is about it's Esau trying to invoke these race wars that are inevitable. Judah will rouse up, man. We will not keep going for this shit. It's not finna keep happening, man. The Lord ain't finna watch this. It's not finna happen. We finna put these fucking crackers to death, man. By the power and strength of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Alright? Esau, you going the fuck down. Period. Despite anything. Know that. Matthew chapter 13 and 15. We'll close out with that. So Lord, Most High willing, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Willingness is edifying, man, and you know, we just gotta keep pushing, man. They getting us off YouTube. We're moving on though. We got new. This won't stop until the Most High stop it, man. You can't do nothing for the truth. You can't do nothing against the truth before the truth. You proving that we got the truth anyway. Goddamn devil. Matthew 13 and 15. It says, for this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes have they closed. So this is the Messiah. Red letters. Okay? Matthew chapter 13, verse 15. For this people's heart is waxed gross. Who is this people? This is the Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Hispanics, or Latinos. Whichever byword you want to debase yourself and claim. This is for you. If you're not an Israelite, one of those people, you know, are scattered into these other nations, Negroes, Native Americans, Native Indians, Native Americans, and so-called Hispanics, or so-called so-called Negroes, so-called Native Americans, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Latino or so-called Latinos. If you're not one of those, this video is not for you. If you're a goddamn so-called white person, an Edomite, and you know your lineage and all of that, period, man. This is not for you. You're going into slavery. So-called Chinese, so-called Japanese, so-called East Indian, so-called damn Muslim, Arab, whatever the hell you want to call yourself, African, your ass is going into slavery. Thus saith the Holy Bible. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, in the name of his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, not Jesus. All right? So it says, for this people's heart is waxed gross. This people is Israel. And their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, your heart being your mind, and should be converted, and I should heal them. So the Most High set it up like that. These prophecies got to be filled. These slots got to be filled, man. It's just that simple. All right. Eyes is closed. You don't want to hear this truth. You know, you like the monkeys. They hear no evil, see no evil. Why? Because the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. So what's really righteous, y'all count as evil. And you're going to be destroyed for that. Thus saith the Holy Bible. Thus saith the Lord. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. So with that, hope it's been edifying. That film, like, it's going to be a very edifying film to see. It's called Queen and Slim. I believe it'll come out at the end of November. Just be looking out for it. And this is ultimately a race war update. And Esau, he's panicking, and it's time to go, man. There's a time and season for everything. So with that, hope it's been edifying. With that, I'm gonna say Shalom. Barakatah Yahweh, wa Yahweh Shah. Barakatah Yahweh, wa Yahweh Shah. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Ba'ashem Rakakodash. All right. And double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth, even though I'm not a part of Great Millstone. Shalom.